Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM Live from the Ozark Empire Fair. And who better to be here at the fair with us than Chris Louzader, who's a local. You've been coming to the fair for years.
Yes, I have. So I was in radio for a long time, and I pretty much worked just about every night of this fair in one capacity or another, meet and greeting and stuff. But so here's what's funny. So I park, and I'm like, I basically was like, I have the Midway to myself. I mean, I was just like twirling around, like, what do? I could steal all the stuffed animals, but I didn't.
It's
She
people
didn't.
like this you got to watch out for.
I didn't. And then I was really wanting a treat, but no one was there to make me one. So
I know, we're very hungry right now.
Yes,
Nothing's
we are.
open.
Nothing.
We're going to hang around, though.
Nothing. Nothing.
So what's new in the movie news?
So big movie news. You know this guy, Brad Pitt? You ever heard of him?
He's been brought up twice.
from
Vaguely.
Yeah.
You know he's from here. So Once Upon a Time in Hollywood came out, or is out, and I saw it last night. Quentin Tarantino's movie. Just a little sidebar. Quentin Tarantino movies are not necessarily for every single member of your family. However, there's a lot less violence in this Tarantino movie than most. It is good. It is really, really good. So it's Tarantino's love letter to Hollywood, basically. It's Leonardo DiCaprio is an old-timey actor, if you will. Brad Pitt is his stunt man. And it's the golden age of Hollywood, 1969. And nobody does details like Tarantino and his crew. I mean, it is spot on with the details. Brad Pitt, his comedic timing is something that should be explored in future films because he's really talented. And I'm not just saying that because he's from here, or I may know a member of his family or something like that, but he's really talented and he's really good. And then the beautiful, elegant, amazing Margot Robbie is so good in this movie as well.
I was going to ask about her.
It's a very small role, not a lot of lines, and she's really good. And just the way that Tarantino weaves wild stories, like how does this connect with that?
Right.
And
hey, and I don't want a spoiler alert, but can you tell me, I know Sharon Tate's family was upset because Margot Robbie's playing Sharon Tate. Does it address the Manson murders or Sharon Tate in that capacity? Do they have a reason to be upset?
There's I don't really want to say. There's a brief passing with Charles Manson, and you really have to know the history. You need to be like more our age and old, like
to know that
the youngins aren't gonna. The youngins, it's gonna pass.
They're not
by,
gonna get
so,
that right.
But I really don't understand the being upset necessarily. I think she's portrayed beautifully.
Okay, good.
Nice.
So, but it's just really well done. Again, not for young youth.
Okay.
Because it is violent and cussing and drinking and such. So, also, Lion King. Just want to address that it roared to the top of the box. And I again want to address.
Please do. I know what you're going to say.
I'm going to stir this beehive up. Beyonce does not make an appearance, or her vocals do not make an appearance till about 50 minutes into this movie.
5-0.
5-0.
Wow.
5-0.
Okay.
And a lot of attention is being paid to her for this movie, which I just want to turn the attention to Jon Favreau and his magic of the movie, because it's really well done and lovely, and I loved it.
And he directed.
He directed it.
Is it pretty close to the original cartoon?
Pretty much shot for shot, and it's really well done. You cannot believe that the creatures, the animals, and everything are not real.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I could touch them.
That's
awesome. And hold them.
And you did say this last time. It's not Beyonce's movie.
No, it is not Beyonce's movie.
So there you go.
Does she sing a theme song, though? I think I remember hearing a song.
Yeah. I mean, she does a fine job.
Yeah.
But I feel like anyone could have done it.
Okay.
Just about anybody. So tonight, if you're not at the fair before or after or something like that, you can go to the final weekend of the outdoor movies at Founders Park.
Oh, that's such a great thing.
I know. And just for the record, it's free. Can't beat that. So you can do both. You can do that and the fair.
Now, this is the final weekend?
Final weekend.
Okay.
Tonight's Incredibles 2. Tomorrow is Solo, a Star Wars story.
Oh my
And I also want to tell you something crazy. This dates me. I mean, I was 1 when this happened. 20 years ago, a movie called The Blair Witch Project came out. Can you believe it's been 20 years? And this movie revolutionized some filmmaking, because people thought it was real. And it came out in 1999, of course. $60,000 to make the movie. And it just, then when the stars of the movie went to different premieres, people were shocked that they were alive. Because they thought it was a true story.
How'd they come back to life?
And it's just some of the best filmmaking because it was so low budget and well done. And you can do that with a creepster.
Yeah.
You know, you can make, some of the creepiest things are when they're happening off camera or with sound.
Yeah, that's true.
Or some, in my opinion.
Chris Louzader, I have to tell you quickly, in 1999, I was in the studio audience of The View in New York when the female star, whose name I cannot remember now, was on the show. And it was funny because it was right when it came out, and the audience around me was like, why is she here? How is she alive? Exactly what you said. She was up there talking to Barbara Walters and Meredith Vieira at the time, and people were like, what in the world? Because they were freaked out she was there.
Did they get into a cat fight about it? Just like they always do on that show.
Yeah, somehow they turned it political and they all started fighting.
A cat fight about something so dumb.
You're not a fan of the show, neither am I.
It's
Sorry.
okay.
Yeah, it's
I
okay.
mean,
It's so funny because I remember seeing that and being, I still have nightmares about that because the last shot of the movie, spoiler alert, is the person standing in the corner. And it still freaks me out to this day.
well, 20 years ago, again, when I was 1, I may or may not have wanted to not be in the complete darkness because
it was so
creepy
scary
for like a little bit of time, or preferred maybe not to be completely home by myself because I don't know, the little stick creature thingies, I don't know, they were going to get me. Something was going to get me.
That's why I don't watch those kind of movies. I just don't need that in my life. Yes, it's scary.
It was fun, but I highly recommend Lion King if you need a family movie, and I highly recommend Once Upon a Time in Hollywood if you're not taking the little ones.
Okay.
Highly, so much. Love Brad Pitt, and if he happens to come to town, he might want to come talk to me about it.
He might.
If you're listening, Brad Pitt's family, tell him that Chris Louzader wants to talk to him about the movie.
And I'm not giving a rave review just because. I'm giving a rave review because it's legit, and he deserves it.
Well, there you go.
I'm excited just for the costumes alone and that time period.
And the music and just the set, and Tarantino did a great job.
That's good. We know you always tell the truth.
I do.
About the movies.
The truth and nothing but the truth right here.
Thanks so much, Chris Louzader. I hope you have a great weekend at the movies.
I'm going to go twirl out on the midway by myself.
It's so fun, isn't it? Out
Yes,
there by
it
ourselves.
is.
Yes. All
Yeah,
right.
it is.
We'll be back with those Ozarks Fox AM in just a few minutes.
I can't wait to see it. We can try it now. See you later.